Our pinpoint weather alert tonight: damage and flooding left behind from the coast to the city after a powerful storm slammed the area. The cleanup is just starting now, and tonight thousands of people are still in the dark. The power is not back on. Welcome everyone to KOIN Local 6 at 11. I'm Kelly Day.
And I'm Jeff Gianola. We have just learned that both Marion and Polk County schools will be on a 2-hour delay tomorrow morning because of the weather.
And in Oregon City, crews are still trying to get the lights back on for more than 3,600 homes.
And our reporter Cor Harlan live in Oregon City right now with the latest on that. What's the situation, Cor?
Well, Jeff, I can tell you that there are a lot of chainsaws whirring behind me here on Warner Parrott Road. We're actually here at the road closed sign, where it's been closed since 2 o'clock this afternoon. And as you look a little bit to your left down there, you see a jumble of utility vehicles, sagging power lines, broken off phone poles, and everything else in between, and a lot of activity as they try and get power restored. Now, for the 3,600 or so who are in the dark tonight, they did what they could to take it in stride.
I'm going.
Card games by flashlight and candles for these Oregon City neighbors who've been without power since around 2 o'clock Monday afternoon. Janelle Osgood and her family sat around the dining room table. Without electricity, it is an inconvenience, yes, but also an excuse to be with the family without many distractions.
That's fun. It's a good night with all the kids and play some cards with some candles. It's nice. Didn't have to make dinner. I'm good.
Across the street, Brandon Nolan, an Oregon City High School sophomore, missed the card game and caught up on some homework by candlelight. He says he actually understands the work better because he doesn't have any distractions.
I don't have like my phone going off all the time because it's dead and I can't charge it, so I actually can do my homework.
The trouble all started earlier this afternoon when a big tree fell over on power lines on Oregon City's Warner Parrott Road and on top of a white Ford Explorer that was being driven by Dalton House.
I heard a crack, hit the brakes as hard as I could, and they went out. It stopped, turned the truck off, got out of the car as fast as I could.
It's a ride to work Dalton says he'll never forget. He says the power lines fell to within a foot of his car, and he was lucky to get out okay. All right, back here live at Warner Parrott Road in Oregon City. Look at those power lines simply hanging there. There are 10 trucks here, 28 people. They will be working all night here. Just got word from the supervisor here, the Portland General Electric supervisor on the scene here, who says power may not be restored to this area of 3,600 people until early tomorrow afternoon. Reporting for you live tonight in Oregon City, Cor Harlan, KOIN Local 6.
Thank you, Cor. And at least 2 drivers had to be pulled from cars today when they got stuck in high water. Firefighters shot this video of a rescue that happened about 3 o'clock when crews say a woman's car stalled at the intersection of Southeast Bybee and 28th. Crews had to rescue her because she couldn't get out. The other driver was saved from the flooded intersection of Burnside and 92nd. And a woman and her dog were also left stranded in about 3 feet of water. Crews had to rescue them after they got trapped at a Clackamas County campsite. The site near Southeast 82nd Avenue and Sunnybrook Boulevard is surrounded by creeks. Rescuers say the woman was just caught off guard when the water started to rise and then the area started flooding. They had to use a small boat to get in and reach that woman and her dog, but both of them did make it out okay.
A Portland police officer fighting for his life tonight after heavy rains brought down a tree, hitting the officer. Our reporter Jolie Winaga live on Hayden Island where this accident happened. And Joel, this happened during a training exercise?
It did, Jeff. Good evening to you. The officer was riding an ATV on this trail here behind me on West Hayden Island, as you mentioned, during a training session, when out of nowhere that tree falls on top of the officer. Tonight, sources close to the investigation tell KOIN Local 6 he remains in critical condition. It was on this trail Monday on the west end of Hayden Island where a 19-year Portland Police Bureau veteran was riding an ATV during a training exercise. He was hit by a falling tree that may have been caused by the saturated soil. His injuries are described as critical. Sources tell KOIN Local 6 the officer suffered a broken back and severe internal head injuries. Neighbors on Hayden Island tonight are praying for the officer and his family. They say never underestimate the power of a northwest storm.
It's very brutal. Mother Nature takes everything out. That's everything in its way, it's going to take it out. That's what it does.
Another officer faced danger Monday in Pacific County, Washington. A mudslide brought down a tree onto a state trooper's car. It then caught fire. Thankfully, the trooper wasn't in his car when this happened.
They're constantly putting themselves in danger. I mean, just pulling somebody over on the side of the road is dangerous. Just to make sure that they're legal, they're putting their life in danger constantly.
An officer's job is dangerous enough without adding Mother Nature to the mix. Tonight, one officer fighting for his life, another extremely fortunate. Back live now, sources tell KOIN Local 6 the officer got out of emergency surgery just about 2 hours or so. He remains, though, in critical condition. Reporting for you live here in Hayden Island, I'm Joel Iwanaga. KOIN Local 6, Jeff and Kelly, back to you.